Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Why am I so happy today? Because this is the last time that you will see me at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 6:23. It's Friday, the 14th of October, and that only means one thing. It is the last day of the half term. So yes, made it through. Well, nearly made it through. I actually made it through the last get up. Oh, why is it so difficult to get up on that last day? So yes, good morning. Today I have work, but I think I've only got 3 lessons to teach. Ooh. I think I've got an extra 3 today, so which is last lesson as well. So if I can just get through the morning, which also means that I can spend the afternoon, the last lesson, tidying my classroom. Because you know how bad the office was? Yeah, parts of my classroom are like that. So yeah, if I get a free last lesson, which I should do, I'm going to use that to tidy the classroom. I can't show you that, obviously. I can't show you anything school related on the blog. So that is the plan for work. This evening, no plans this evening. I did rip back the mitten last night. Somebody actually, after I'd ripped it back, suggested that I could have fixed it with duplicate slip stitch. But the problem with that is I would have had to have done both the black and the yellow or orange, whatever colour it was. Hang on, let me just turn down the bacon. And to be honest, I've never actually done duplicate slip stitch. I know the theory behind it, but anyway, by the time somebody had suggested that, and I might have considered it, but I'd already ripped it back at that point. So yeah, ripped the mitten back last night, got back to where I was and a little bit further on. I did make some progress on it. I found the blanket, it was right in front of me. Did some more of that, but now I'm not sure about the tension on that. Well, I know in fact actually that the tension is too small. The question is, do I bother doing anything about it? I think I will. I think I'm going to rip that back and redo it on 6mm needles instead of 5mm. So that could be tonight's job. Or the mittens. No, mittens. Work on the mittens, Amanda. So, yeah, I mean, I will rip back. If I'm going to rip back the blanket, I will do that tonight. But it's not going to be a case of I've got to get caught up or get back to where I was on the blanket. Anyway. So yes, those were the 2 things I worked on last night. I didn't do anything on the Aaron baby jacket. So, and then tomorrow I'm going to be dyeing Advent yarns. The last, fingers crossed, that will be the last of the Advent yarns. But having said that, what I will then do is have a look at them all and just see if I'm happy, whether there's anything that doesn't quite fit or anything that needs dyeing back over slightly or anything like that. Because when I get back from Prague, I want to actually box up the Advents and get them posted out. Ooh, that'd be exciting. Yeah, so that's it for today. Oh, well, that's it for this morning. I've got bacon cooking. I'm going to have bacon bagel, but I'm going to put a fried egg in it today as well. As a Friday treat of a fried egg. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Bye for now. Hello. I'm not really finishing off a bit of chocolate. Not me. No. I am. Hello. Yes, I am giddy. I am happy because it is 5:20 on Friday the 14th of October. And that means I've broken up for half term. Yay! 2 weeks off. No, actually today's been a really nice day at work. Really quite chilled actually. Yeah, I've had a really nice day. Kids have been good. Because they can sometimes be a bit hard work on the last day of term, but no, been a really good day. And I had a bit of a tidy up of the classroom and things at the end of the day, and yeah, I feel good and I can start thinking about going away next week. Yay! So, couple of things to show you. and a couple of things to tell you about with the knitting. It's just, you know, even from first thing this morning to now, and I haven't done any knitting, but I have made a couple of decisions and I have found a few things and stuff like that. So when I was showing you my old whip, my blanket whip, and I'm still, by the way, loving the comments that people are putting about their old whips on that vlog. But when I told you about that, obviously I had the box, I've still got a box here, and I showed you the 2 blanket squares, or the blanket squares that I'd already completed. And then I was worried because one was missing. And I said, oh, I think there could be a bag somewhere around. This is the bag. And this bag I bought in Florida in 2010, I think, actually. I got it at Disney in Florida. Trying to think what it was linked to. It was linked somehow to China, Chinese stuff. So would that be like Mulan, maybe? I think it was linked to Mulan. So in here, I have got the work in progress properly. So if you remember, or if you've not seen the vlog, I had got some blanket squares, and then when I looked on Ravelry, this blanket square was the picture on Ravelry, so I knew I'd completed this blanket square. And in fact, I've completed this blanket square in total so far 4 times. I'm not sure exactly how many times it needs to be completed. I have, excuse me, I also have that blanket square literally on the needles here. So this is number 5 of that square, and I'm not sure how many I need to do in total. So I have that square on the needles, and I said to you that it was on a very small needle. It's an old style size 12 in British terms, and I can't remember what that is, but I'm going to say, looking at it, 3.25 mil maybe, and that's the needle I've had to use to get gauge for this project. And in here are the packets of beads that I'm using for this project. So these are the blue ones that are on this needle, on this square, some pink, white pink ones. So everything is in here. Everything is in here. Just looking to see if there's anything else. There's a little pocket, but there's nothing there. Okay, so, and that is actually, now I found this kind of already part done as well, it's really made me think that I want to carry on with this blanket. So I am definitely going to make this a 2023 project, and maybe a 2023 goal to finish this blanket. So yay, at least I found the rest of it, so I can put that in the box. Well, actually, do I put that in the box or do I leave it out so that I work on it at some point? So found that, and then also blankets were going missing, weren't they? I couldn't find the strip for my blanket make-along I'm working on, the Cable Magoria, but I found that as well this morning. Well, I found it last night, in fact. So the plan is to do 20 centimetres a day on this, and in fact last night I did from there to there, and then I was freaking out because according to the pattern this strip should measure 13 centimetres across, and it does if I do that, but it's acrylic. I don't know how much acrylic is. Have I got the ball band? I haven't got the ball band with me down here. So I don't know how acrylic it is, whether it's 100% acrylic or whether it's got any wool in it. But I'm thinking, you know, it's not going to block. And so it's supposed to measure 13 centimetres and it measures less than 9 centimetres. So this morning I was saying to you, oh, I'm going to rip it back, I think, put it on 6mm needles instead of 5. Anyway, this is the great thing about a knit along, especially when it's being hosted on Facebook or Ravelry or somewhere where you can talk to other people doing the same thing. And so I posted at lunchtime today, I posted on the Stylecraft Knit Along Facebook group and said, I think I'm going to have to frog it because it's nowhere near the 13 centimetres across. I didn't do a gauge swatch, but I'd never imagined it would be that far out. You know, it's a big difference, because I wasn't bothered if it was a centimetre out. Anyway, it turns out loads of people are saying the same thing, and what everybody is saying is actually, and they're right really, with the weight of the blanket, it will pull it out, it will stretch it out, and actually that is true. So lots of people are getting the same measurement for this, which has made me think, right, my gauge isn't really out, it's just the way the cables work, and actually once it's sewn together, it will pull out and probably hit the 13cm mark, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to stick with it. So that's what it's looking like so far. I'm desperately just scanning down the cables that there's no mistakes anywhere. Anyway, yeah, so I think I've got up to 56cm, and really I should be up to 60 if I'm going to keep on track. So that means tonight I need to do about 24cm on it. So I'm going to move the progress keeper so that I can measure that and try and do 24cm on that this evening. So those are the main things to show you, I think. It's only 5:30, so I will maybe film a little bit of me working on one of my projects. The mittens I did rip back last night. I think I mentioned that this morning, so I'll be working on the mittens this evening. I will do some more of the cable Magoria this evening. Those are the main two focuses, and maybe a bit more on the Aran baby jacket as well. Up in the main part of the house, the extension room, which is the room I tend to sit in, the extension is off of our kitchen, and it's nice and lighter in there because it's got skylights. I must admit I need to have a bit of a sort out in there because I don't know how many project bags are on that sofa at the moment. But if I tell you, my Yarndale socks are on there, my Strictly socks are on there, the Aran baby jacket is on there, my crochet granny stripe blanket bag is on there, that's 4. Then I'm going to take this back up here, cable Magoria blanket, that's 5. Yeah, that might be it. So that's 5 project bags that are sat on that sofa at the moment. I need to find room to put stuff away. But the thing is as well, this evening I will probably work on at least 3. Oh, the mittens bag, that's 6. So yeah, this evening I'm going to work on at least 3 of those projects. So that's why I like to have them all on the sofa. So I just grab them, put that one back, grab them, put them back. But maybe I should try and find some space to put a couple of the other things. I'm so tempted to apply for something as well. One of the knit groups I belong to, somebody in there got an email asking if anyone was interested in knitting some things for costumes to be used at the theatre for the Christmas play. But they want 4 Fair Isle slipovers, waistcoats type thing. And there's no way I could knit 4, but I could maybe knit 1. They want them for sort of like older child / teenage size. But I don't know if they want one person or a group of people to organise between them knitting 4 of them. They did say that they would provide the wool and that they would pay. I don't know if they've got a pattern in mind. I don't know if they want 4 the same. And there was part of me thinking that would be crazy to get involved in that. It's not about the money, because however much they're offering to pay, it's not going to pay actually for the hourly rate or whatever, is it? But there's part of me thinking, how cool would that be though, to knit something that got used on stage in a production? So I don't know whether to email them and ask them those questions. You know, are they interested in this one little individual to knit 1? Have they got a pattern in mind? Or whether just to leave it and say, Amanda, you have enough on your plate. You do not need to give yourself another deadline. Heart says one thing, head saying another. Yeah, what would you do? Would you be interested in that? Do you like the idea of your knit being used, something you've knitted being used in a production like that? I mean, it's not a film production or anything, it's just the local theatre for the Christmas production, but that's kind of cool. You know I'm tempted, don't you? I guess there's nothing to lose just by sending that email and asking. So if they turn around and say, they might turn around and say, anyway, we've got it sorted, or they might turn around and say, no, we really need a group of people who will take responsibility for all four. In which case, I don't think there's anybody else in the knit group who's interested in doing it. So yeah, let me know what you think. What would you do? Can you understand my dilemma? And tell me, should I go with my head or my heart? Right, anyway, this is probably the last bit of me talking on tonight's vlog. So as I say, I might just film another couple of things to put on. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hey, Stu. Stu. Yeah, little boy. Okay.